Nigerians are the star of Africa. Hate them. It's either you hate them or you love them. All right. So on the bill today, all right, it is basically in relation to the fact that Nigerians are the star of Africa. All right. It's either you hate them or you love them. Now let's start up with the first one. Basically has to do with natural resources. All right. I'll give you a breakdown of some of the natural resources Nigerians have in their country. Hello my people, hello my lovely viewers, 24 guys, salute to you out there watching me out there in your lovely homes. TJ, I am here to give you spanking new exclusives right here on TJ Studios. What is on the bill today? Well, I've taken my time to, deliberate and then research into this particular topic. And this is my opinion of it all, to the extent that I feel Nigerians are the star of Africa. Hate them. It's either you hate them or you love them. All right. So on the bill today, all right, it is basically in relation to the fact that Nigerians are the star of Africa. All right. It's either you hate them or you love them. Why am I saying this? Now I'm bringing to you 4 facts and figures, or 4 reasons as to what I think Nigerians are the star of Africa. Yes, there are many. All right, there are a lot of them, but I am focusing on 4 major reasons why I think Nigerians are the star of Africa. Yes, you can also share your own or your thoughts with me in the comment section in relation to today's topic, right? Whether you agree or disagree with me, this is a democratic channel dispensation where you can share your thoughts. But trust me, it should be, or it must be, devoid of insults. Just feel free to share your thoughts in relation to this editorial and the topic on board. Okay, so you know the usual norm. If you've been on this channel and you are yet to subscribe to the channel, join the family. All right, let's celebrate little achievements. We are now 3K subscribers up, and let's give it up and let's move it to double figures. All right, okay, so let's move on. All right, so let's go for this quick commercial break, and then when we come back, I'll expound on what I think my 4 reasons are, and then when I'm done, I'll leave it to you for you to share your thoughts with me in the comment section. My name has always been TJY. Hey guys, welcome back from that quick commercial break. Let's do the needful right here. On the editorial, like I said, we are looking at 4 reasons why I think that I think Nigerians are basically the star of Africa. All right, 4 reasons. Now let's start up with the first one. Basically has to do with natural resources. All right, I'll give you a breakdown of some of the natural resources Nigerians have in their country. And sometimes you wonder why Nigerians share under my comment section that the only factor which is a hindrance to their country has to do with the right people who govern the country and bring the best out of the country. If they had good leadership and then people who are honest in their dealings, in their political atmosphere and governance, in steering the affairs of the country, trust me, Nigeria will be a force to reckon with in Africa. All right. They have the largest, or they are the largest producer of oil. We all know crude oil for that matter. Crude oil. And even in that regard, Ghana had to be buying gas from Nigeria to be fueling some of our electricity plants, or to be powering. Yes, that's the word. Powering some of our electricity plants. That's how big Nigeria is. And they have a pipeline, a gas pipeline, which connects to Ghana. So they share the gas with us and we pay when the time is due. But let's focus on some of the raw materials they have. All right. Now, this is the state of Abia, and they have gold, lead, zinc, limestone, oil, gas, and salt. The state of Abuja, all right, they have clay, dolomite, gold, lead, zinc, marble, tantalite. All right. The state of Adamawa, they have bentonite, gypsum, kaolin, and then magnesite. And then Akwa Ibom, They have clay, lead, zinc, lignite, limestone, oil and gas, salt, and then uranium. This is how rich Nigerians' natural resources are. All right. So that is basically with natural resources. I've not even gone with the full brim of the whole states and the whole enclave surrounding their natural resources. That is how big Nigeria is. All right. Now let me go on again in line with culture. I'm coming up. I'm climbing from down to the top. Culture. Culturally, Nigerians use every bit of their creative aspect to spread their culture out there. In line with their language and their tonation with the English language, you can easily spot that this person is a Nigerian. And you place 10 African, people, you line them up, and then you ask them to speak English. You ask them to mention a sentence. Out of the tone, you realize that this person is a Nigerian, that person is a Nigerian. So culturally, they've become dominant and they've become unique because of the way they pronounce. Their pronunciation is quite different within the African space. Culturally, another way of them, exhibiting their cultural, value and heritage is through their movies, especially in the movies where they do it locally and then they have, they depict some of the olden stories. You see some of the chiefs having their beads, they are the traditional regalia. And then you see some of the warriors in the Nigerian movies portraying all the cultural stuff. They do not use only movies to project their cultural heritage and display, all right, their rich cultural heritage. They also use music. When you look at Davido's Aye, all right, it was shot in a local farm where he said the girl does not like Ferrari, the girl does not like designer, all right. That was also another display and then exhibition of their local cultural heritage. You get it? That is not only that of the music. When you look at Flavors Ada's music video too, you saw a display of their cultural heritage in line with how they perform their wedding ceremony. Okay, so Nigerians are the star of Africa, and their culture is broad, is well known and diverse out there. They are able to communicate and share their cultural heritage and value out there. Now, another one which is popular, all right, I will do part 2 of this topic. If you agree with me, let's do this. Share some of the details with me, and then we'll do part 2 because there are more. We need to, educate people about Nigeria. There are other tourist sites which I have not even added to my podcast and to my, 4 main reasons. Now let's look at, music. Okay, musically. All right. When you look at their music space, Nigerians are the dominant force within the African music space. I didn't say West Africa. And you can all bear with me. The artists are all over. They are global icons. This we've said time and number of this on this channel that Nigerians are the dominant force. We all know in Africa. It has added up in some African countries hating them because they are everywhere and they are very dominant. And it's normal because when you are given, when you are bestowed, or when such a talent of creativity and dominancy is bestowed on you, automatically you attract enemies. That's why I added hate them or love them. All right, but we have a majority share of the African region loving Nigerians. Automatically, the Bible says that in whatever you do, you have enemies hating you, and you have, you have some enemies, all right, and have a lot loving you. But if basically you have a lot hating you, hey, you have a problem. All right, so Nigerians, even in the music industry, I don't need to expound and explain on it. They are big, they are better, they are booming, and they are everywhere within the African space. All right, the last one has to do with football. You may not agree with me, but let me share it with you. Nigeria is the country with the most awards and laurels to their belt. All right, in the whole of Africa, combining every trophy won within the African space, Nigerians have it. They are the most country with the most trophies and awards to their belt. All right, now let's basically major on the women's national team. All right, the women's national team alone. And they are always on the first ranking of the women FIFA World Women ranking. Currently, they are first. Okay, when you go to under 17, they have 5 trophies to their belt. The only, junior level where Nigeria is yet to win a trophy there has to do with under 20, which have come closer. That is where the only trophy Ghana surpasses them. All right. Even with the under 20, the African category, Nigeria has the most trophy. All right. Okay. When it even comes to the African juvenile level, recently they equaled Ghana's under 17 semi-final berth at the World Cup. And with under 20, with under 20 women's team, Ghana has never, come out of the group stage. They've gone ahead to even sometimes, if not for petty mistakes, should have been in the final. All right. So combining trophies, let me add up the under 23 category. They have a gold medal to that effect. They've won gold, they've won silver as well. I know Cameroon have gold as well, but Nigerians are dominant. A dominant force. Now the senior level, all right, is where probably they have 3 trophies because it came to a time they were banned from the AFCON. So if not for that ban, well, they would have, But I know as time goes on, they are going to catch up. They are going to play catch up if they are able to put their acts together. So these and many more are the reasons why I feel they are so dominant to the extent that sometimes it's very hard to contain them. And that is why people take it as hate. But you do not hate them. I always say you don't have to hate them. You need to love them because they have been given this creative thing, or it has been imbibed in them to the extent that you cannot just do away with them. I've not even added their business instincts. Should I add it? Yes. I basically named 4 of them, but their business instincts to be able to penetrate every other African country where there is a business platform, take hold of it and make money out of it. Nigerians are dominant. There are a lot of factors. Like I said, I'm giving you 4. The next time we'll do 6, so that will add up to what? 10. All right. The business side of it all right, that comes to their socio-economic exploration. I will add it as time goes on. So this is part 1 of the editorial. Do you agree with me on this topic? Do you agree with me on this editorial? Yes. If you agree with me, just type part 2 and let's do this in the comment section. Hit part 2 in the comment section and also share your opinion. And the question of the day on this topic, why they hate? Why are some, I know it's not all African countries hating on Nigerians. Why is it so? Is it because we've not realized the fact that they are so dominant and they've been given a natural talent of creativity imbibed in them, as such you cannot do away with them, which has brought about this hate? Well, I don't know. I feel that the whole of the African nations should unite and rally behind who will churn out, something positive for the world to hear of us, because the world has a negative image of us. Okay? All right, so let's do away with part 1. We'll do part 2. Again, if you love it, your comments will determine if I should bring you part 2 of this topic, all right? My name has always been TJY. I'm your commander-in-chief. If you just watched today's editorial, just subscribe, add up, let's get double figures so that we can move our exclusive up. I'm doing this with you. Without you, I am nothing, okay? So let's do this. Drop your comments below, subscribe to this editorial, hit the notification button to get notified whenever I post any new video, and let's do this more often. It is time to go. I salute.